We're the Stewarts, and this is part of our story.
It was for my birthday one year, and for my birthday, I wanted him to switch churches. I wanted him to try another church. So I said, would you go to Christ Community? And he agreed, and so that was my birthday gift that year. After the service, we walked out, and I looked at him and said, well, and he goes, I could see myself going here. And we just really felt our journey at 15th Street led us to West.
Mm-hmm.
And I know there was a reason that God pulled us in, and well, a lot of reasons came to be, you know.
I think when the first service started, it was, for me, it was just kind of a sense of excitement that here we are, this is where we are, this is what we've been working for, and it's going to work. You know, I just felt, I think at that time, it's probably where we belonged.
Being on the hospitality and you just get to know the routine, and then you get to know different people. Someone always knew what to do or how to put the boxes away, and you learned from them.
And being on the setup crew, I got to meet the worship crew, and I got to meet the Tiny Tots crew and the kids crew and just all the people that showed up.
There was some people were just really the leaders, but you know, we just got the job done week after week. Right after we started out at West, I was diagnosed with breast cancer, and I wasn't sick, I wasn't anything. It was my routine mammogram that I went in, and that's how we found it.
Yeah, when Julie was diagnosed that Sunday, or that weekend, I filled out a prayer card, which I've never done, and just said, please pray for my wife, Julie. She's, sorry, been diagnosed with cancer. That's all I put my name, and after service, Dean, Big Dean, my buddy Dean, out there, and he was on setup and he does sound and stuff. He came up to me after the service and he goes, you know, I feel something's going on with you. Okay, and I told him, and he prayed for us, and it's like, wow, this is amazing.
After my surgery, you know, after you have surgery, everything's a blur. They were wheeling me down, and John and Liz Olson were there. And everything was a blur, but I remember him there. And of course, John was one of the lead pastors at the time. And that was really special. I never would have thought they were going to be there. And before my surgery, Liz would pray with me. And, you know, that really was my family. I have never felt so loved in my life. And you know, you can say what you want about your own family, and of course they love you and everything else, but church, they're strangers, and the way they cared for me, brought us meals, just unbelievable. We would have never grown like how we've grown without this church. This church will always, it has truly changed our lives. There is just no doubt about that.
Yeah, and I think that's the best birthday present I ever gave her.
Yeah, it was. Health-wise, I'm doing great. God was so good. And this August, I'll be 5 years out and cancer-free. So my journey's almost done with it, I'm hoping. You never know when. But it's given me faith that if it ever happens again, I know I have a family, a church to rely on.